Hello, it's Marilyn from Note to God's Plan and Wellness. I'm coming today to share with you how to make almond milk with 4 simple ingredients. And here are what you're going to need to do. The first time, night before, you're going to take a cup of almonds and put it in some water, just enough to cover the almonds. Then the next morning, you're going to get up and, throughout your morning, whenever you can fit it in, you're going to drain off the water from your almonds. And then you're going to place it either in your blender, or I have my bullet, and you're going to put it in. I'm going to have to get a spoon to get the rest of them out. They do that, so just try to have a spoon on hand ahead of time. It's like they get so swollen, they get stuck at the bottom. Pour it in. There. Empty that out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place, I have Kangen water, so you want a good filtered water, not with all that harsh chemicals in it. And then you're going to take up to 3 ounces of water to start with, or not ounces, I'm sorry, cups of water, where on here it tells me to my max. So eventually I'll add more water as I'm going. And put it on here. It's going to get noisy. And you're going to blend it up, put it on grind, create whatever you have on yours. My bullet just blends it really well. Do it like for a couple minutes so you know you're getting all the almonds created. I still see chunks in it. Then you're going to drain it. Move this out of the way for now. So these are the raw almonds. You want to get raw almonds to do that. Not deep fried, or not roasted ones. And now I need to get my measuring cup. I have a 4-cupper. And you're going to place your strainer. You want to get a fine net strainer and put it over this. And a funnel. I don't have a small one, so I'm using the one I use from canning. And and you want to take and cut up some cheesecloth. You want some cheesecloth, and organic. You can get that at the health food store. Doesn't have all the chemicals in it. It's harmful for our system. And you're going to place it over the top of your strainer and cup it in there. And then you're going to put your funnel in. And we'll take off the cover. Add some more water in there. And you get and I have my water and everything prepared. And then you're going to pour it in. Well, I don't really need to pour it in this funnel right now. I'm going to use that for when I put it in my jar. But you pour it in here. And let it start to drain down, seep through into your measuring cup. I like using my big measuring cup. You can really hear it too, dripping right out, down through there. It's pretty cool what you can do when you make your own, and you know that you know what's in the ingredients. It's what you are consuming in your recipe. And you squeeze it until all the meats are drained, the liquid's drained out of your meats, your almond meats. Make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before you do this. You sterilize your water, your utensils, whatever you choose. I'm already making a mess. That's going to happen. That's okay. That's what good cooks make messes. You squeeze it out. Try to close it as best you can. Close up the cheesecloth and squeeze all the juice out of the almond meats. Yeah. I have a lot in there. And I'm going to pour some more. Then what you're going to do when you're done doing this part, you're going to pour it back into your blender, and then you'll add your other ingredients, which I chose pink Himalayan, or it's not Himalayan, it's Nature's First Sea Salt, which has a lot of your micronutrients that your body needs. And nutritional yeast is very healthy, fortified with your vitamin B's. And I'm making a mess here. That's going to happen. It'll start overflowing. So you might want to get another cheesecloth, which I got one set up. I got to wash my hands. Squeeze all this out. And I get almost 2 pints, which is a half gallon by the time I'm all done. Getting all that milk out. It's time consuming, but it's worth it. You gotta understand that. Don't touch the handle when you're working with food. Put another cheesecloth in. Add some more water. I try to use 2 40 ounces altogether, so 2 pints of water. You really get a good flavor of this too. You can add cinnamon if you want to add a little flavor. That's good for your pancreas, for your blood sugar, glucose. And pure vanilla. You can add a little vanilla to it if you want to. You can add cacao bliss powder, cacao powder. If you want some chocolate milk, almond milk. I mean, you can make it your own. I'm just making it basic right now. I add stevia too. 2 teaspoons of stevia. And about 1/4 teaspoon of the salt, and 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Okay, gather it all up. Gather it so you can squeeze the milk out. You're going to find that you're going to need to pour it into another jar, like I'm going to pour it into the jar so I got more room. See, look at that. A whole pint. Now I'm going to pour the rest of the water. It can be tiresome at times, but you know what? When you put your mind to it, you think about your health. Think about what you're putting in your body. What is it that you need naturally to have that healthy body, mind too? Because when you have a healthy body, you're going to have a healthy mind. You're going to feel good and a lot better about yourself. So I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just transferring it in. And I let it all seep through. And then I put it back in my container, re-strain it again, and then I add the nutritional yeast. I put it back in the blender after rinsing the container out, because you don't want any of your meats in there if you don't want it to be with any bulk in it or fibers. Should be all right. I was just thinking the other day, what can I do with those meats so they're not going to waste? I might think of something. Okay. And it looks like it's milk. It's so delicious to the taste too. Going raw means eating a little more, foods that are still alive, you might as well say, like your fruits and vegetables. Eat them as clean as ever. Before you even think of putting it in your mouth, you want to know that it's clean. It's healthy. It doesn't have any added chemicals and build up in toxins in your body. So there's that. I'm going to rinse out my cup. Put this in here. Rinse out my cup and my strainer. Then I'm going to put this back on. Oh yeah, I'm going to pour it in my, either if you got a blender, a juicer, or whatever, but you're going to pour it back into that. And it will catch, if you got any leftover meats, it'll catch it in the strainer here. See, I can only go up to that one max. Okay. Put that in here. Set this out of the way. And we're going to come over here again with this. Then you're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of the pink, or no, it is pink, but it's Nature's First sea salt. And that's to preserve it. And then you're going to, I add 1 leaf to each jar. So you'll want 2. And a tablespoon of nutritional yeast in each jar. So you're getting that even flavor. You could put this in a lot of stuff, in a lot of different foods, to give it that extra flavor. And it gives you all them fortified vitamin Bs. It's gluten-free. It's no egg, no milk, gluten, wheat, corn, no starch, no soy, no animal derivatives, no artificial colors or preservatives, no candida albicans yeast or brewers by products as in brewer's yeast. There's no salt or sugar added to it. You're getting a lot of nutritional value with this. It's got folic acid, vitamin B12. It's got selenium, zinc, riboflavin, niacin, pyridoxine, and thiamine, and iron. So this is very beneficial to your overall health, especially for your brain. We need our vitamin Bs for our brain health. There's something I don't like what is in here. Looks like pepper. I'm picky. Okay, so now I'm going to put the cover back on, which I need to rinse that off too. You want no extra. Okay, I'm going to put that back on. And you're going to mix it. And it looks pure white. It's like once the bubbles all settle down and everything, it looks very good. So I'm going to pour it in my jar. Make sure you have glass jars, okay? It's okay to do plastic, but you got to make sure that it's that BPH plastic. So you're not getting any of that excess chemicals that don't belong there. But this is what you get. And it's nice and white and fluffy. Tastes really good. I put it in my cereal. I make it with, oh my goodness, I make ice cream, but my friend Ann that I've been following, she's Raw Mama. She's got a book out and it's on Amazon now. So it's called Raw Inspiration. So anybody wanting to look into how to eat raw, she's got some delicious recipes in there. So another 1/4 teaspoon. Tablespoon. And sugar. Well, it's not sugar, it's stevia. We don't want sugar. Sugar feeds that cancer cell. That's a big no-no. Makes our gut bacteria develop more than what it needs. Okay, here we go. It might be time consuming, but you got to look at your health. The importance of what you put in your body is the importance of longevity in life and feeling good about yourself. And here we go. Two pints of milk and only took 1 cup of raw almonds. I even got a little bit left over. But once that bubbles settle, I can add to it. But that's how you do it. Almond milk. And it's very delicious. Add it to your daily diet. Note to God's plan? No. What is in the food that you eat, what you're drinking or eating, is all to do with how your body's going to feel. And your lymphatic system, your neurotransmitters, all that picks up on whatever it is that our bodies don't like. It'll tell us through our nervous system. But when you're eating raw, you're eating healthy, and you make sure that you don't have that overgrowth bacteria, you will feel to the ultimate of your best in your health. So enjoy your day. May the Lord be with you. May you always make a difference in someone else's life. Bye now.